Now we're back, tucked in an area where these trees fell. Well, died as a result of the fire. I got stickers in my feet, and they just toppled over, and the guy just left them here, which I guess is good to a degree. It's good. I mean, it takes 20 years to break down just as. I think it's probably decomposed enough for me to pull it apart. Yeah, it's pretty close. This is 20 years of decomposition. Not bad. It's pretty interesting. It's good that though. The bugs need that. The trees down in a bad area like this, I just leave it. Let Mother Earth reclaim it. Let's see. A ton of pine trees there. Ponderosa and Jeffrey. These are the standards that survived the fire. The fire traced back through here. Oh, there's some fir trees in there. That's a fir. But we're losing light. I'm just rattling on. I like my trees. I think they're cool. I think it's a neat project. This is like a 50-year project to shepherd this area back to a well-wooded state. And oh, I fought it. There's some oak trees down there. Oak and oak. Most of it's scrub oak though. We don't get the big majestic oak trees up this way because they just get chewed on by the deer, so they kind of brush up. But it's a trip. New, and then you get to the old growth right back here where the fire line stopped. See, that one's just mounded on. That cedar's just mounded on by the deer. Must be tasty. Burn tree. See, this little fir tree's a volunteer. I would not have planted it this close. But the firs are kind of delicate. They like it shaded. So you can't just come in, and I learned that the hard way. You come in, you throw 150 fir trees down because you think they look cool. Well, they get boiled in the sun and they don't make it. Look at all the burnt. Look at all the burnt trees. But where was I? Yeah, those little fir trees, they don't make it. So you've got to be more aware of where they go in the ground. We had about a 90% mortality rate the first year I put the firs in. Then I got smart. Put them in shady areas and they grow really well. I got a ton of fir trees down in there. So the thinking is to get the canopy built up enough. Look at these trees, they're just still baked. Get the canopy built up enough so it puts a little bit of shade on the ground. Yeah. Still dirties your hands after 20 years. Nobody comes back here. But the shade encourages the growth of those other sissy trees. Put little guys every now and again. Some of these are volunteer. Like this one's really old. It's just growing in a pile of rocks. But we're losing light again. Where were we doing? Oh, we were going to get mail. I could sit here and walk for 100 acres. Walk all 120 acres out here and show you trees. On Rock Mountain. Yeah. Pretty cool. It's close to the house. There's the house right there. Yeah, it's cool. Cool indeed. I know a few of you have asked about the trees and the property and what I do out here, and well, we do trees. I'm a tree farmer. And then we have cattle. We have cattle that gets raised on our meadows. I don't raise the cattle. I'm not interested in being a cattleman. I'm too far away to do it effectively. So you just lease your meadows out and you let the cattle ranchers come and use your land. I bet there's a ton of squirrels in there. Maybe a couple of snakes. Hello. Cool burned logs. Old stuff in here. Old trees in here, but look how close they are. Let's get a little closer. Look at how dense this area is. If I had my druthers, and I do, I would thin this area out, because this is just prime for beetles to come in, or some sort of fungus, something to come in and just wreck this stand of trees. To start things off, if you want to know how I would do it, like on this grouping right here, anything below 8 inches is gone. I'm not used to dealing in measurements less than 9 inches, but I could pretty much eyeball 8 inches and they'd be gone. So that would really only leave like 1, 2, maybe that tree there, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I'd leave a small one down there, but you want about 12 to 16 feet in between the trees. All these little stringers that are probably super old would be gone, because all they do is compete for water. They don't get enough sun. And like I said, man, you get a beetle in here, a couple beetles in here, they're gonna jump from tree to tree and kill this whole thing anyway. Now, this tree's dead. See, this tree didn't get any sun. But look how close the branches are together. This tree here is probably 40 years old. It's right there, you can't see it, but if you count the branches on this one, it's not too dead. That one, it's probably 40 years old, and it's only about 25-30 feet tall, and just stick thin. These are my little fir trees. I love these trees. They're awesome. Awesome. And then of course all the big boys you'd leave be, the big healthy boys. That's a stand of oak trees right there. Swing around over here, there's more oak trees. This is that back stand behind the knoll in the back of the house. Last year I did a video of the 46. I was collecting up slash piles. There's still 2 slash piles right on the other side of this. We'll go up there and take a walk. See, the older undisturbed forest area actually has grass that grows here, and like holly, and there's all kinds of neat undergrowth. You got these cool little fir trees. Remember these slash piles? If you've been watching my videos a while, last summer came back here with a 46, collected all the firewood, took all the dusty stuff and threw them in burn piles. That didn't get burnt this winter. I didn't have the time to come up here, but the beetles came through and killed, shoot, 100 trees, and they were just standing there diseased, so we knocked them down. These became powder. They were pretty powdery, so that's not even good for firewood. It'd be on a burn pile though. Look at all that firewood still laying on the ground. We never got to. It's garbage now. Look at it all. But you delete them to get some sunlight down on the forest floor, help the undergrowth come back. And these will likely just leave on the ground, let the bugs get. It's behind the house. House is on the other side of this knoll, so it's really not that critical. We'll leave them be. See more trees. Look at this mess. I think we cut these down two or 3 years ago. I came up here and chopped this down. Probably before my heavy YouTube days, otherwise I would have videoed it. But we just came through and cleaned house and all the dead stuff. And then it's kind of hard getting back here, so we're just going to leave it. Dust to dust. Yes, sir. Let's go find a 3-wheeler and mosey on out of here. I like the oak trees. We got a lot of oak trees on here. This is a stand of oak. There's probably 12 or 14 trees in there. 4 little stringy trees. There's some old scrub oak. Pine trees. Where's the scooter? Oh, yeah, it's over here. I don't know if this is interesting for you guys to watch or not. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. So hopefully you do too. Hopefully I didn't bore you too bad. This is probably like 3 videos worth right here. But yeah. Ooh, got ourselves a little sunset going tonight. Oh, the bats are out. That's cool. That's why I come up here. Awesome. Thanks for watching. Easy there, killer. Yeah, where was I heading in the first place? Oh, that's right. I'm gonna go grab the mail. There's the trees. More trees. Everywhere you look are trees. I like it. I like it a lot. Woohoo! There's a bird pile. There's a nut buster. Woohoo! Whew, the bugs are hitting me in the eye holes. Got fish? Oh yeah. Alright, see if I can do this one with one hand. This is a big ditch right here. Let's look it down into first gear. Who needs a clutch? There's the highway. I'm cutting through a neighbor's meadow. Puts me closer to the mailboxes. Alright, I'm gonna need 2 hands to cross over the highway, so I'll be right back. What do you think, dog? You having fun? You've been in the pollen. You tired? You got yellow stuff on your hair. What'd you get into? Oh, good boy.